Hi guys, hello guys, hi to our amazing Niger Watch family. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all from wherever you're joining us from today. I hope you guys are doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Kachi, and I'm your host today for the newspaper headlines today. Thank you all so much for joining us, to our amazing viewers and to everybody in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are doing very well. I can see the mommy of all mommies, Mommy Diaspora. Good morning, ma. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can see Edo Lights Watch. Edo Lights Watch. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing very well. I can see Ferdinand. Ferdinand, hello to you too. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're doing very well. I can see Juliet. Juliet, thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you're doing very well. I can see Osai Bovo Okonoge. I hope I got that correctly. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys are doing very well. So we're just gonna dive straight to the news we have for you today. But before then, I'll be introducing somebody to you guys. You know, we have a new staff. Her name is Ima. I'm going to be introducing her to you guys shortly after we um, go through the headlines today. Okay, so join me as we do so. Okay, so guys, the first we have here is the Guardian newspaper for the 24th of June 2022. So let's dive in already, guys. So it reads here, federal government auto gas plant stores amid costly diesel and poor planning. And the next I have here for you guys is the Tribune newspaper, and it says how Ekweremadu wife landed in UK court. I don't know if you guys followed our show yesterday. We talked about the former deputy senate, how he landed in the UK court for alleged organ harvesting. I'm going to also be playing the video for you guys. They've been denied bail in the UK. Okay, people allege that the child was underage. He's actually 15 years old, but he manipulated it kind of and did a passport and said he's 21 years old and all of that. I'm going to be playing the video for you guys pretty soon. But first, let's just move to the next newspaper I have for you guys here today, which is the Tribune, which is the Punch newspaper. And it reads, aggrieved National Assembly members plan showdown with governors over lost ticket. You guys already know that there's been a lot of chaos right now with the whole election thing coming and all of that. I really do not know if this is new, but it seems like a lot of things has been happening lately, guys. It seems a lot of things has been happening. So we already have Ima here with us. Ima, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Good morning, Kachi. A pleasant morning to you too, and well, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me, Ima. Guys, this is Ima. Ima will be our new staff pretty soon. She'll be taking off from me for the newspaper headlines on Niger Watch. She's going to be the new face here. Thank you, guys. Please show her the same love you have showed me. Please show it to her. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's move to the next thing I have for you guys today, which is the video. Please stay tuned.
His wife are in custody tonight, charged in London over an organ harvesting plot. Ike Ekweremadu and Beatrice Nwaneka Ekweremadu appeared at a magistrate's court where they were refused bail. A child has been taken into care. The couple are charged with conspiring to transport a child into the UK in order to harvest organs. Mr. Ekweremadu served 3 terms as Nigeria's Deputy President of the Senate from 2007 to 2019. The lawyer and politician has been a senator since 2003 and belongs to the opposition People's Democratic Party. The investigation began when detectives were alerted to potential modern-day slavery offences. Well, Arise correspondent Adefemi Akinsonya was at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. I began by asking her about today's proceedings.
Yes, it was a bail hearing. This was very early on in this legal process. So both of the defendants appeared in court today. That was Ike Ekweremadu and Beatrice Ekere Madu, both of them appearing in court and speaking very briefly, only to identify themselves and make their addresses known public. From then on, it was their legal defenders who did all of the talking in terms of setting the background and pleading their cases for bail. Now, the magistrates decided to deny the request for bail, and both defendants will have been remanded in custody, and that's where they are believed to remain until the next hearing, which will be July 7th. So very early on in the process, but essentially what happened in court today was the laying out of the charges against the Ekere Madus, and those charges specifically relate to the bringing over and the conspiracy to bring over a person into the country with the intent to exploit them. And it's believed that in this case, the exploitation at the crux of this matter is that of alleged organ harvesting involving an underage person who has not been publicly identified.
And just tell us a little bit more about the background to this case, Femi, insofar as we can report it, bearing in mind that this is heading for trial in the UK.
Okay, guys, there you have it. This is everything that has been going on so far. They've been denied bail right now because of, they've not been able to actually prove that it's not actually an organ harvesting. But somebody else said that
has been charged with allegedly plotting to harvest the organs of a boy brought to the UK. The 15-year-old alleged victim is now in care. Now, the accused and his wife appeared before Uxbridge Magistrates Court today, and Ian Woods is there. Ian, it's an extraordinary case, isn't it? What details emerged today?
There are very few details that we can bring you, other than to say that the 15-year-old boy, who is the centre of the case, cannot be named for legal reasons. We can, though, identify the two people who are accused of exploiting them. They are Beatrice Nwanika Ekere Madu, who's 55, and her 60-year-old husband, Ike. Now, he's a very well-known figure in Nigeria, where he's a lawyer, a senator, and a former deputy president of the Nigerian Senate. He held that position for 12 years. The couple are charged with conspiracy to arrange or facilitate travel of another person with a view to exploitation, namely organ harvesting. Now, the Metropolitan Police said in a statement that their investigation began last month when they were alerted to potential offences under modern slavery legislation. The boy himself is now in care and has been offered continued support. The accused couple, although they live in Nigeria, they do have a family connection to London. They were in court for less than an hour. It was then adjourned for 2 weeks. The reason for the adjournment is that the Attorney General has to rule on jurisdiction in this case, because of course there are two countries involved, Nigeria and London. So they'll be back in court on July the 7th. A bail application was turned down, so they've been remanded in custody until then.
Okay, Carl Woods, thank you.
Okay, guys, there you have it. It's really alarming that somebody who is actually a lawmaker in the country would be involved in something like this, but we don't know for sure if this is true or not. But it's really heartbreaking that somebody who is a public figure, who is a politician in the country, somebody we all look up to, will be involved in something like this. But then I have something here. Some other people think that this is not true, and I'll read that out to you guys. And it says, fact on Ekere Madu's matter. Ike Ekere Madu wasn't involved in any organ trafficking. This is somebody else who is talking about it, who claims they have facts concerning what happened. And the person says he has a daughter who needs a transplant. A willing donor was seen in Nigeria. A willing donor was seen in Nigeria, and travel preparations were made. Ike Ekere Madu did write to the British High Commission explaining the situation. The donor traveled to the UK with the patient. The donor is a 21-year-old man and not a girl, as many people are writing. He is not a minor. As it happened, the organ did not even match. Not wanting to return to Nigeria, the donor went to report that he was trafficked to London for possible organ harvest, believing same would guarantee him asylum. that is the other person's perspective, guys. So I don't know, do you guys really think that this is actually true? Because I mean, some people feel, I just read out to you what some other person think about what is currently going on. So I really do not know, guys. So but I'm just going to go straight to what I have for you, the other thing I have for you today. But then, thank you. I can see Mr. Brian Nice, aka No Food for Lazy Man. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I have something else for you guys here today. I'm so sorry, guys. My laptop is kind of malfunctioning right now, but I'm trying to sort it out. So I have here Reno Omokori says, I challenge official bat. Official bat is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu says, I challenge official bat. If you were not involved in a heroin drug ring in the United States in 1991 to 1993, then take me to court. Nigeria cannot have a known drug lord. Nigeria cannot have a known drug lord as president. God forbid. I also challenge Tinubu to take a drug test. The question I'm asking, guys, is why all this keeps happening right now. Is it that this election is kind of different from the other ones, or is it that we've been the ones not actually paying attention to everything that has been going on? Because it seems there's a lot of controversies coming out right now. Honestly, a lot of things is just happening now. You close your eyes and the next minute you open it, boom, everywhere is filled up with different stories and all of that. Isn't that amazing, guys? This is amazing. A lot of things is just happening. Anyways, like I told you guys yesterday, I told you like 20 senators decamped from the APC. We'll play a video for you to that effect of the APC chairman, Adamu, that was actually addressing the whole situation. And right now, we can see here that aggrieved. I'm so sorry, guys. My laptop is kind of really malfunctioning this month. Aggrieved National Assembly members plan showdown with governors over lost ticket. A lot of, like I said, so many things are just happening right now. So I'm just going to read the article for you guys. It's the National Assembly members who failed to win their party's ticket for the 2023 elections are set for a showdown with state governors and their aides. Findings by our correspondents show that in states such as Benue, Kebbi, Zamfara, Delta, Ekiti, and Ogun, governors or their loyalists defeated incumbent senators and the House of Representative members to clinch their parties' tickets during last month's primaries. Many of the National Assembly members have defected to other parties where they would contest against the governors or their aides who won the party's primaries. Those who are not contesting are believed to be poised to work against the election of those who denied them tickets. Like I said, guys, a lot has been happening. A lot has been coming out. I really do not know what is going on right now. Is it that we've not been the ones paying attention to, the whole political sector before now? Because it seems like there's so much controversies. People are stepping down, people are leaving. Is it that Peter Obi set the pace or something? Because ever since Peter Obi had the nerves or was bold enough to just move from PDP to Labour, there's been a lot of controversies. People have been coming out here and there to say different things and all of that, right? Fadam Baka, Ned Nwoko, Ike Ekweremadu. And right now, some people are saying that this person was a volunteer, like a volunteer to donate or transplant one of his kidneys to the daughter. But someone else is saying that it was actually brought without even knowing the purpose of which it was coming to the UK for. But at the end of the day, somehow they found out. I already played the video for you guys from Arise TV and another video from the UK correspondent who made, who talked about the whole thing. And guys, is really crazy that somebody who is a lawmaker in the country, somebody who is as popular as Ike Ekweremadu, somebody who is, a politician, somebody we all look up to, will be involved in something like this. This is just doesn't sit well with us. Like I told you guys yesterday, a lot of people who are currently in some sort of this kind of situation, they live on dialysis, from 5 to 10 years. They're on dialysis up until they get a donor, a willing donor who will be able to do that. But in this case, why is it like this? Why is it like this? And our government, for every time they get sick, for every time they need something to be done, they always travel out of the country to do all of these things. Why is it so difficult to be able to provide all of these things here in our country, Nigeria? Is there something that we don't know that these people already know? Are they doing this on purpose to punish, to suffer us, or what exactly are they trying to do? Because this is just heartbreaking that something like this can be happening in a country as big as Nigeria in the 21st century. This is 2022, and something like this is happening. How can somebody take somebody, to do this kind of thing without their knowledge? It is just very crazy. I don't know if you guys know Shina Pella. Shina Pella has also defected from APC to another party, saying that he is not comfortable with the way they play politics in APC. The question is, these guys have been in these parties all this while. Is it that, Shina Pella actually contested, but he lost, but he has come out to say that politics that is not being played fairly in APC. That is why he's leaving APC for another party. So the question, like I was saying, is it that they don't know all of this before now, or why is everything just springing up right now? Why is everybody saying, oh, they don't play politics well, it's not being played fairly, or you guys cheated us, or this is unjust, and all of that? Why is this whole thing just coming right now? Because even the 20 senators that defected from APC were complaining about the same thing, about how they are not being treated fairly, things are not going rightly with them, and all of that. They are being treated unjustly. Why is it now? Why are they coming out now to say all of these things? Why? Because I'm trying to understand why they're talking about all of these things right now, and I can't seem to pick it or find this. I'll say, or actually say, this is the reason why this is happening right now. I didn't know what somebody said. Mr. Tuenti said, "Why are we surprised? Are they not the same politicians using I and I?" But that's the truth, guys. But actually, it's the truth. Why are we surprised? I didn't know the same politicians using I and I in silently taking people's life. Well, I can understand you, Mr. 2NG, but right now it just feels like we've not been. Is it that we've not been following politics properly before, or what exactly is happening? Because there's too much. There's too much going on. Like I said, by the time you close your eyes and open it, there are 50 stories out there for you guys. Like Ike Ekweremadu just recently said the eastern part of the country will give their vote to PDP. Well, I believe he's just campaigning for his principal, is the PDP man. I believe he's just campaigning for the PDP because he's a PDP man, right? But the next thing, we've not finished recovering from that, how the Southerners don't support each other. We were talking about it just yesterday. The Southerners don't support each other. The Igbos don't support each other, or whatever. They don't support each other. We're just talking about that, and boom, Ike Ekweremadu is in the UK. He has been denied bail over an alleged organ harvesting. This is something that is I don't know. Some people on social media have been saying the God of Peter Obi is fighting. And some people tend to think that way, that the God of Peter Obi is fighting and all of that. It's just heartbreaking that these people that we look up to would look at us in our face and purposely poke us in the eye. It's just very sad. It's just very sad. So I'm just going to go straight to my co-moderator I have this morning. Like I introduced her to you guys earlier. Her name is Ima. She's going to be taking over from me for this new newspaper headline every morning. She's going to be the new face. I want to plead with you guys. I want to urge everybody to accord her the same love that you guys have shown to me. Please accord her everything that you guys have shown to me. So I'm just going to move straight to Ima.
Hello, Kachi. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's good to be part of the Naija Watch family. Thank you for the very warm welcome that I know that you would give to me. Good morning, everybody, again.
All right, thank you so much, Ima, for that. I believe everybody can see you. Please make your contributions as to what we're already talking about today.
I would like to cut Ike some slack because he knows that Nigeria is not UK. There are some things that you won't get away with. I'd like to think that the boy backed out last minute.
Yeah, but some other people actually think that it is not true. Like the article I read out to you guys, that somebody is saying that he was a donor from Nigeria that he moved into the UK, right? And on getting to UK, he didn't want to go ahead with the whole thing and reported to the British Embassy. And for some reason, he was actually asking for asylum, and that was when the whole thing sprung up. But some other people are actually saying that it is not true that. Ike Ekweremadu followed due protocol. He wrote to the British Embassy informing them of his intentions and all of those things before getting into the UK. While some other people, Aisha Yusufu, actually, some other people are saying the boy is actually 15 years old. He knows nothing about the whole thing. He's actually a 15 years old boy, right? And they've somehow manipulated his passport and increased his age to say that he is 21 years old.
We need to be truthful. A 15-year-old boy cannot be considered as a child or as someone that does not know anything in today's world. And the EKs can afford it. They can afford to get a donor at whatever price. So if there was no backstory that his child, his daughter, there's a proof that his daughter actually needs, an organ donate. She needs a replacement.
There's a difference between getting a donor and getting a matching donor. What if they've tried and they've not been able to get a matching donor?
There are, like I said yesterday, everybody has a price. They have the money to fish for it and pay for it. They have it. If we didn't have a story of the daughter, or we don't know what they want to do with it, or there was no documents supporting the visa process and all of that, then something is fishy. It stated everything. So I think somebody is playing foul here. And knowing that this is done in the UK is going to be a hot mess. And it's a good thing it's happening where the system works. So they're going to carry out due diligence and investigation. So I wish them all the best. I truly wish them all the best.
She says, I wish them all the best. Okay, so what do you have to say about a lot of politicians right now? Everybody's decamping. Like I said, 20 senators decamped just a few days ago from the APC, complaining about them being unjustly treated and all of that. Shina Pella also contested, but he failed. He was also decamped from the APC, saying that it doesn't understand their way of politics. This is somebody that has been in APC for a long time. Like I also just shared some information with you guys also this morning about the aggrieved National House of Assembly who are saying that they want to defect from the current place that they are to go head to head with the governors. What do you think about this whole thing? Is there something that we're missing? Is there something that is actually happening now that we don't know? Because these people have been in this position for years and we've not heard them actually talking about stuff like this. Why are they all coming out? And they're not just coming out one or two or three, they're coming out in mass, like in a group. How can a whole 20 senators defect from APC? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? They're all coming out in group. Like, what do you think could be the problem right now?
Most of them did not get a return ticket, and that's the honest truth. When I saw it, I was like, oh, these are the good ones that are not in support of everything happening in APC right now. Until I dug further, and I got to know that the 2010 Electoral Act allows you to be a placeholder. That is, you can be a Senate or a House rep, then you go for other offices like governorship, or you go for this, you go for that. And if you don't succeed, you can come back and take this position. But this 2022 Electoral Act, if you leave your position and go for any other one, that's it. You don't get another one. You don't get another chance. So no placeholder anymore. You are once a minister that the likes of Akpabio, you want to go for presidential and you want to come back and contest in this. Say no, sir, it is not done. So a whole lot are losing out their tickets. Yeah, so they have to go to another party where they think they're going to give them, preference, or they're only going to where they will give them ticket to run again.
Okay.
They're all selfish.
Think it's their own selfish game, right?
They're just being selfish. They just want to be there. They still want to be there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ima, for that. We're just going to move to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining us today. Please unmute yourself and make your contributions.
It's evening. Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Collins.
Thanks for having me here. For me, I don't have much to say about Ekwemadu because from day one, I don't like Ekwemadu. Whatever Ekwemadu represent, I don't like it. So I don't like Ekwemadu. Even I pray that things like this will keep happening to people like Ekwemadu so that others will learn. Because the more you keep fighting against people that is not fighting you, God will still fighting you back. So I think Ekwemadu, when I had the news yesterday, I think I happened to be one of the happiest person on planet, when I see something like this happening to people, because they think everything can be the way they do things in Nigeria, where things don't work. So they can now run anyhow they won't feel. So you just pick somebody from anywhere. And if you watch, maybe there's no agreement, even when they pick that boy from Nigeria to UK. Then just pick somebody, they will just promise you one or two things or telling you something they are not going to even give to you. So when they get to UK, when you reach to UK, where law functions, no matter who you are, if you like, be the prime minister, be the queen, when law wants to take his place, it will happen to you. So I think when something like this happen, I think Nigeria should emulate in it. People in Nigeria should be happy that things are happening so that our leaders will know that you can do all this rubbish in Nigeria, but outside Nigeria, those things can't even happen. So when I saw something like that happen yesterday, I think I'm very proud to see something that happened to people, particularly to him, particularly. So, and I want other people to learn from me. I wish something like this happened to David Omaya too. So that most of them will know, because I believe after this election, all of them are going to be handed. I think that the law will cut all of them, more especially if God made it possible, somebody like Peter Obi won election, those people are the particular people that you need to fish out wherever they are, because they have committed so many atrocities in Nigeria. A lot of our leaders have done something that we can't even say about it. Imagine if you go to Nigeria, somebody will steal phone, they will burn that person. You understand? And somebody will steal millions. People will celebrate that person that steal billions of naira. Giving you titles. They keep calling you all these kind of things that I don't like when they keep calling them His Excellency. Which what makes you an excellency? You didn't even deserve anything for you to deserve that kind of name. So for me, when something like that happen, I think everybody in Nigeria should embrace it and pray that in times come, things like that will start happening in Nigeria, so that when a politician commit crime, you'll be punished for it. So I think that's my little contribution for now.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Collins. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Ejiro. Mr. Ejiro, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining me today. Please unmute your mic and make your contributions, please. Mr. Ejiro, are you ready for us, please?
Okay,
Yeah,
while we are
thank you,
waiting.
my sister, for having me. Can you hear
What
me?
did you say? Loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you for having me this morning. Good morning,
Thank
everyone.
you, Mr. Ejiro. Thank you, Mr. Ejiro. Please give me a sec. Ima, you were trying to say something.
Oh yes, Mr. Adrian, 1 minute, please. The other speaker just said something profound. Kachi, last year we had a case of organ harvesting. With the girl Uni Umoren that went to look for a job, and with all of that story, and it was indicted that we have top politicians that are into organ harvesting in Nigeria big time. But that case, as big as it was swept under the carpet. I am hopeful that this will be this would resurrect the case, and this Ike would. I'm not saying that there is a connection, but I hope that this works in our favor. If truly that there is something like that going on in Nigeria, which I think there is, I hope that this is all the exposure and this is all the justice that we'll be needing to bring out all the people that are involved in this and deal with it once and for all in Nigeria. Because there are lots of cases where you see someone is dead and they've harvested their organs, this, that. So I hope this is the beginning of such being no longer a norm or not having a place in Nigeria anymore.
Even the girl that was, kidnapped in the PRC was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
They dumped her body, and part of her body part was also missing. You know, till now we've not been able to, we've not heard anything concerning
Yeah.
that particular issue. Okay, I think I understand you. Thank you so much, Emma, for that input. So, Mr. Ejiro, please, are you ready for us?
Yeah. Thank you once again for having me. You see, our politicians, they just do what they like, you know. I'm even surprised that Ike Kuremadu doesn't even know the laws of the United. I live in Ireland, just a border town to the UK. He has been coming to the UK for decades now, for many years. So I'm surprised that he doesn't even know, or maybe he just ignore. Maybe he knows how the law works here in
Yeah,
Europe.
but you know, it has not. It's not actually been confirmed that it was actually trying to harvest somebody's organ illegally. It has not been confirmed yet. It's alleged. You know?
My sister, hold on. Let me interject there. Sky News carried this news. Like I said, I'm here in Europe. We heard everything that happened with the Sky News. For Sky News to carry it, Sky News is a big powerhouse and media firm here. For them to carry the news, they've done their own underground work. Fine. The police, what's it called now? The Metropolitan Police specialist crime team are still investigating it. You know, so for me, he just think it's business as usual. You know, because there's this mindset that our elite have. They can just do what they like in Nigeria, pick whoever they want to pick, you know, and do whatever they like. So I believe, I for one, this is my opinion, or this is my take. Maybe they brainwash the boy and tell him, because right now anyway, right now they've not released the sex. If it's a boy or if it's a girl, the gender is not yet known. That's what the police, the Metropolitan Police are saying. They don't want to release the gender of the child. You know, maybe they just brainwash the child or the parents of the child and say, okay, don't worry, we'll give you like 10 million or 15 million. You know, we'll just take this boy, just ordinary organ, we'll just go do whatever I want to do and bring him back. You know, so the nemesis has caught up with him. Definitely, this is not Africa, this is not Nigeria. They will get to the bottom of this. And believe you me, they will find out what really went down. Because I heard you saying like the pass-through due process. Somebody was saying, not you though, you were referring to someone else, that somebody said that they passed through due process. If they passed through due process, why would the Metropolitan Police in the UK, Scotland Yard, is a very big police section, for them to launch an investigation? That is to tell you something is not right. You know, something is not right. So somebody is lying. That is what I want to say here. So at the end of the day, just from next week, we should know what really went down. You know, That is what I'm going to say concerning that. Let me leave it with the investigation team. And I want to say, you see, this APC Buhari government that we have in place now, this jihadist government in Nigeria, will remain the worst government Nigeria ever have. Clueless, incompetent, heartless, careless, brainless, unconscious, to mention but a few, you know, are the characteristics of Buhari government. You know, so Buhari will be remembered in history as a genocide president, you know, the Nigerian history. Talking about people holding in brief for someone that wants to go and contest for an election and coming back. I'm citing the case of Lawan now, the Senate president. You know, so it's never done. It's never done. Once again, that is the incompetence of a Nigerian government, the incompetence of their reckless act. You know, they just do things the way they like. Again, I used to tell people, and I've said it in Nigeria Watch over and over again. The problem Nigeria is having is not even election, it's not even the leader. Our problem to start with is that constitution. That 1999 constitution is a fraud. There's no government on earth that will be building on fraud. If you are building on fraud, there's no way you can get it right. I'm even surprised we are talking about election at this time, What we should be talking about now at this time is to pull down that constitution, and rebuild it again. Because that constitution was not concord by all parties involved. It's the military, the khaki boys, that gave us that constitution. So Nigeria need a reset. That's the only way we can get it right. For us to reset Nigeria, we have to start with that constitution. So anything we are doing now is just like cut and nail. We're just like passing and passing and passing. Because what we are doing to that constitution, we keep adding, removing, reviewing, which is wrong. Bring the whole goddamn constitution down. Like Nnamdi Kanu will always say, zoological republic. Fine. I know that word is harsh, but Nigeria is a contraption, So we need to address it, and we need to talk about it and provide a solution to it, because what we are doing now will not go forward. We're another year not there. We just seated on the fence. Even if Peter Obi that I'm rooting for, I'm a member of Obedient. The thing is, Obi will, if you even give Obi that seat, he will struggle. He might pass some reform, but it will be difficult for him. Why? Because of that constitution. The constitution is a death trap. Nigerian constitution is a pressure cooker for injustice. I will stop it there. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ejiro, for that contribution. We're just going to move straight to Mr. Nsibidi. Mr. Nsibidi, good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Thank you for joining me today. Please unmute your mic and make your contributions.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
Loud and clear.
Ken?
Yes. So, yeah, it's a very wonderful day. So, starting from Ikweremadu, I definitely am not a fan of Ikweremadu. I don't like his politics and all that, Those are part of the political elite that has been, that don't really relate to what the masses and the people are feeling. But at the same time, we have to also be, reasonable and sensible, because in my own understanding, although the events are still unfolding, the event is still unfolding, but in my own understanding, I feel like there's no way that if, like someone mentioned here, that we know that there's definitely, a possibility that there's some harvest, whatever they call those things, going on in the country. How do you think that the man will now go to a place where he knows that he can be caught if he can easily get it in in the country where he's from? So what I think might have happened there is that there is a lie about age, and maybe that's why they are still investigating. So the age issue is what has really messed him up. So nobody knows now if he's involved in that age manipulation, or if it's just from the boy or the child or whoever and his own family, So because if you look at it with the letter and everything, definitely you can't say the whole thing was it was ignorant of the whole process. So I feel like there's just something wrong with the age, and they should just do proper investigation, and the truth will come out. Everything will unveil itself. And I listened to somebody yesterday that said he called one of the people close to the family, and the person told him that is the boy that was just trying to get out of the situation. He doesn't want to come back to, So, but all that is debatable, because that's just the opinion of one person, and the boy or whoever the person is has not spoken, for the public to hear. So, but I just feel like we should not think the man is just totally naive, and if you look at it that way, it's easier for him to do it we know what is going on in our country. So Why will he now go to UK to go and do such a thing? Because an easier, a more easier way for him to do it would have been, because you don't really need to present someone. You don't really need to come with a donor. You can do your own thing, organize and bring. There's a way they store, preserve the life of that in some ice cooler, whatever, and they will just take it direct and it will be transferred. So if we are looking at it that the man is trying to do something evil, then he would have just organized that evil in Nigeria, then just take it there for the implantation. So let us be a little bit sensitive and wait for the proper investigation. It's just the age thing. Then
Okay.
Please, CBD, can I interject? Can I interject 1 minute, please? Just a second or so.
Yeah.
You see, talking about storing that you just mentioned, I want to pull you on that. You see, what I know about kidney, with the little knowledge about kidney I understand in biology is, you don't store it for too long. Within 24 hours, once you get kidney, you stay in Europe as well. I know you very well. You stay even in the UK. You don't store it for too long. Within 24 hours, you have to pull it and do whatever you want to do. I believe he was trying to fast track whatever he wants to do. Not that he is not aware, in my opinion. He's an educated man. Maybe he was trying to take chances, and the whole thing backfired. You know what people like to cut corners. I believe it from that angle. Anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed and wait for the investigation. Thank you.
And
Mr. Ishmael, thank you for that.
let me say something. Let me say something concerning what my brother is talking about.
Mr. Collins.
I've not spoken on APC.
No, it's not about APC. I know.
No, I mean for myself. I wanted to say something on that, but it's okay.
Okay. Now, what I'm talking about concerning, you said the Ekwuremadu, he knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
If he could have choose to do it in Nigeria, the reason he will not do it in Nigeria because all those politicians, they don't go hospitals in Nigeria. They don't trust Nigeria hospitals. They know what they are doing. So even if when they are having headache, they want to go abroad to go and do everything they want to do is going to be in abroad. So for me, the reason why he went to UK to do all those things because they don't trust Nigeria hospital. So that is
all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. Mr. NCBD, we're going to say something about the APC. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, my brother. I think people didn't get what I'm saying. I know that they do those procedures abroad. I'm just saying that if we are going to be looking at it that way, then we should also understand that it's not compulsory for you to come with the donor to wherever. You can do everything and just go there for implantation. So that's what I meant. And for the APC stuff, I've always said this, and I believe that some of us are not, you might see it as a conspiracy theory, but the truth of the matter is that these parties, they are just the same, at least for the Northern Cabal. For those Northern Cabal, it's the same, PDP and APC. It's just anyone that they change those parties like they are going from their room to their parlor. So it's just any party that will deliver the agenda, they will all go there. Even if it's NMPP now, if NMPP will give them what they want, all of them will become to NMPP. So that is how it is. It's only we in the South that think that there is a difference between PDP and APC. So what you're seeing is that they know that the power brokers, those people have directed their center or their energy to Atiku. So what they are doing is everybody is trying to get on board. So what they have left Tinubu with is just a shell. They have used the APC has served its purpose, and which is to deliver Buhari to the presidency. So now they know where the power is going to, and that's why all of them are they are quickly going there to, that's what I understand about the process.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. NCBD, for that contribution. Guys, please like this broadcast. Please, we're not seeing enough likes on this broadcast. Please like this broadcast. The reason why I always ask you guys to like this broadcast, like I always say. It's just so because of the algorithm of YouTube, so the message will spread like wildfire, so we can have more people come here to see the good work that we do here, right? So please, guys, always try to like the broadcast. Share. If you're yet to subscribe, do so. Invite a friend. Tell a friend about Ninja Watch. Thank you very, very much. God bless you as you do so. Thank you. So we're just going to go straight to Mr. Joseph Sunday. Mr. Joseph Sunday, thank you so much for joining me today. Good morning, afternoon,
I came
evening.
before him. I came before him.
Yeah, but I was kind of like saving you guys for,
Please,
that's I was trying to like save
please,
you guys.
please
Mr.
let the
Joseph,
young
please
man
keep
speak
quiet.
first, please. Madam
Okay.
Kashi, please let the young man speak first.
All right.
I'll
In
give
that
you the
case,
floor. I'll give you the floor, Mr. Joseph Sunday. I do respect you.
okay, Mr. Machiavelli is one of us already, so I can afford to do you people anyhow I want. So,
I
so
respect that, Madam Kachi. I'll give it back to Mr. Joseph Sunday. With all due respect, sir, you can go on.
okay, Mr. Joseph, please go ahead.
Thank
Mr.
you
Joseph,
very much.
yeah.
I greet all the panelists. I thank you all for this broadcast. Thank you very much, Brother Israel Asemota.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I think the topic on ground concerning our brother who is in the net of the police in UK, it's rather unfortunate that this is happening to him. At first, I would say very sorry for the son or the child. I don't know whether it's a male or a female that is sick.
It's a female.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would say very sorry for that. It is not a good thing to have a child that is sick. If you are a parent, you should know that that is not very good for the father, for the parents, mother or father. Now, for somebody they wanted to use to subchange the organ, I believe very much well that it was an agreement between these people before they left Nigeria to UK. According to the news, after the hospital carried out a test on the person, they found out that it does not match. So this person supposed to return back to Nigeria, and he refused to return back, decided to seek asylum and report to the police. What am I trying to say in essence is this: if you listen to this news, you will see that maybe the man must have followed due process. According to them, they have searched for a match in UK, they could not, and they decide to search for a match for somebody. Sorry, they searched for a donor, and they could not find in UK. They decided to look for a donor elsewhere, which they found in Nigeria. Before somebody would have brought another person's daughter to come and donate organ, the parents of such a child would have been aware or would have been in agreement. From Nigeria to UK, it's not something that is just easy to land from Nigeria and land in UK. So I believe the security agency will still do their own investigation and know what went wrong. Because to me, I think maybe because that the parents of that child, maybe one of them, the mother or the father, will be with that child in London there. Because if it's just that child alone, I believe maybe that child won't have made that decision alone to come to UK and donate organ, or the decision to go and report to the police that this is what is going on, or talking about seeking an asylum. You understand? So they have to investigate and know what went wrong between this man. To me, I believe maybe the child or the parents would have looked at the hardship in Nigeria and refused to go back to Nigeria because they have saw the life that is going on in UK and said, I will not go back, I will leave, I will stay here. Or in the other way around, since the organ did not match, Ike Ekweremadu maybe decide not to give them what they agree on because it did not match. You cannot go back to Nigeria, but I will not give you what we agree on. I believe that is what went wrong to me with what I understand between these people on the agreement they make. That is my own thinking and opinion. But I believe government will always come out with the right investigation. That is for that. And for the APC, Ahmed Lawan, the Senate president, it is the guts that they have politically. That is what makes him feel he can come and contest presidential election while somebody will hold senatorial ticket for him and he will come back and collect it. If not the guts, I don't think such thinking would have come to his head or his brain. I remember vividly in this channel, we have discussed before concerning Adams Oshiomhole. For example, he bought 2 tickets. Some person was saying that he's contesting for presidency because he needs vice president. I said, no, it cannot work, because if somebody will be given a presidency ticket in the South, it cannot work. Politically speaking, you cannot also pick somebody from the South to be vice president. You see, automatically, Oshiomhole decided to drop the presidential screening, presidential ambition, and went on with the senatorial ticket. Instead of giving it to somebody to hold it, and said, I give you in trust, hold it, while I go on with my presidential ambition. If I cannot make it, I'll come and pick it. It's never trusted to give somebody such a ticket and say, hold it for me. That's why the man had to drop his presidential ambition and go on with his senatorial ticket. You understand? Okay. So that's how it goes. For the people that are decamping up and down on APC, PDP to AGA to different parties, well, it is their right, because maybe they felt aggrieved, maybe they felt marginalized in this primary that just finished in the past. Talking of our brother Obi, I'm not his enemy. I don't have anybody that I'm supporting, but I wish our system is right. Anybody can go there and rule us well. That is what I keep saying in this our program. Let us take the energy that we have to do answers, the energy that we have to support Mr. Obi. Let us take it to the doorstep of our representative in the House of Assembly. These are the people that are ensured with the constitutional right to change or amend our constitution. Without this process, we are just walking in fertility. Nothing, I believe nothing will come out. Even though Mr. Obi will have become a president, at the same time, he cannot be House of Assembly members. He cannot be senator the same time. At the same time, he cannot be the governors. He cannot be the minister. He can always appoint a minister, but he cannot be minister.
Joseph Sunday.
Madam?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have a question for me?
No. I lost you for a bit, so I was calling on to you.
Okay, like what I was saying, even though if our brother Mr. Obi win now, he cannot be a senator at the same time, or a House of Rep member at the same time, or a governor at the same time, or even a minister that he appointed at the same time. Now, what is the problem of Nigeria? Okay. The problem are those who are in the aim of affair in different various ministry. You understand? This is the problem. And the constitution is not right. It's not helping us. If we can abolish this constitution, all we needed will be fixed in. Like the regional resources control that we are clamoring about, it will be included. Like the regional police or the state police that we are clamoring about, it will be included. You understand? Like the electoral law that we need to restructure, it will be included. All aggrieved people, their plight will be included. You understand? But if you say we should continue amending that constitution, until the kingdom come, the constitution will never help ordinary Nigeria, because the people that are there will not allow it to help ordinary Nigeria. That is my submission. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph Sunday. I'm just going to move straight to Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and make your contributions.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning, Madam Kachi, and good morning to Ms. Ima over there as well. And welcome to Naija Watch, and we're very happy to have you. And good morning
Thank
to
you
all
very
the
much,
panel.
Dad.
Morning to all the concerned citizens across the globe. Yeah, this is a very great topic today. First of all, I must say, with all due respect, I just wanted to comment on this Ike Ekwuemadu's daughters and the saga that is playing out. I feel so sad for the daughter who is sick. We just have to pray to God to help her. But the whole saga is, we're not going to dwell down into it based on it's already a judicial matter, and the judiciary should be the aim to find out the investigation, whether the boy was a minor. This is where the case is. So we need to be very cautious of the way we deliberate it, because this is still under investigation. So we just need to wait until the matter is being solved, and thank God it's in a different country where the judiciary is very well respected. But if it turns out to be a security case for him, it would be a slap to the Nigerian authority, because this is one of the lawmakers of the land, and this is what we're talking about. So on that case, we'll just rest that, and I hope most of my panel will try to let us respect the case until when he said you were not proven guilty until it's been proven by the court of law. So it's already there. So let's just wait until the matter is resolved. So let us go. I want to talk more on the Shina Peller defecting and a lot of people defecting from the All Progressive Congress, because they're kind of aware. Well, I'm not surprised, because when people who are holding on to power for too much, and a lot of them also came on this program to say, well, the APC and PDP, they are the only two political parties. The only way we can hold to them, we can easily get into them, is by, going into the political parties and, engaging ourselves with them. Maybe from there we can maneuver things and go up there. You have seen that the waves of young, vibrant youth who wants to go into the aim of affairs of governance, they not be given that right. But these same old people has always clinged on to power because they are jobless. If you notice, the politicians are jobless. Whenever their tenure is over, they don't have a job. So they are going to always cling on to power. That is what has been enveloping Nigerian politics. That is why you don't see young people progressing. And this is the case of this Shina Peller and co, saying that it's high time the Nigerian politics have to have a kind of a redress. And that is what is happening. And the Obi movement is changing dynamics on ground. And people are seeing it, that what I've been preaching for, a little party from a different, can always have powers. It's not just based on these two political parties to decide the affairs of what the citizens will always have. And another one is my brother Ejiro was speaking about the Constitution. He has always said, let's dissolve it. When you dissolve a constitution immediately, when there's still a government, it becomes a state of anarchy. We don't want that. You are in a different country. You are still enjoying it. There are people who are in Nigeria who are going to suffer the consequences. I love what my brother Joseph Sunday said. That's a very good one, the way he put it there. That is the way it's supposed to be. If you look at the Nigerian constitution, it is written constitution. It is not unwritten. So it can be amended. And how can it be amended? Is we need to hold the lawmakers, just as he said, and it's true, accountable. I've said it countless times, and most of our contributors have always also said it, because the issue Obi is going to have, we know, and that is why I always tell you, the National Assembly is the problem, because this is another organs of government who are the people, the right that they are the people who makes the law. Whatever you are going to do in the aim of affairs of government has to pass through these people. And this is where the heart is. So it's like having a computer, the central processing unit is the CPU. Whenever the CPU is bad, it becomes there's nothing you are going to send, a command you are going to send into the computer that is going to process. This is where the problem lies, because our government, the two House of Parliament are just there, and it's made up of people who has no clue of how the government can work. So they're just sitting there, and look at the likes of Ahmed Lawal, who has been there for 20 years. Absolutely nothing to write home about. And this is someone that cannot even understand how a constitution can work. So when you have those kind of people there, nothing you are going to put to the National Assembly that is going to move forward. It's just based on their own selfish interest. So what is our aim? Our aim is to have elected people who understand what governance is and what the Constitution stands for. To actually go there, we will sit down with them, protest them to say, we need this thing to be changed. It's simple. We don't need to fight them. You don't need to use arrogance towards them. No, it is our duty. And make sure when you are electing the people that are representing you, you don't bring in people that you know they have no clue. And I think this should be the movement we need to start now. Because Obi there is just a way for him to open or plug certain things. It's not going to change something within a twinkle of an eye, no. Because people who understand governance knows that he's not going to do it that same day. But he needs us as people to educate the people right there on how to put the right people in governance so that our institutions can work. So I think we as electorate, as concerned citizens, we must make sure that we put the right people in the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. Now look at it. Even if you are going to put the House of Senate in order, how many senators do we have? We have 109 senators. So if you have the right people in the Senate and there's a bill, it passed through the Senate, it goes past. When it goes to the House of Representatives, how many House of Representatives do we have? 360. So 109 compared to 360, you see that the House will be divided. So that bill will not be signed, and it will not go past there. So this is where we need to educate our people. It is the National Assembly which is the key target. We need to bring in people, young, vibrant Nigeria who understand the law, who understand what Constitution stands for, and who understand what dividends of democracy is. In terms when you are making policies and making decisions, you make the right decision that will be good for the people, and so that the people can enjoy it. Not all these people that you see there, they are not doing anything. They are all concerned about how many kids they have, how many wives they're having, and they're bringing it to the National Assembly to boast about it. These are people who are supposed to represent you and making laws. So it is it's something disgraceful that in this 20th century or 21st century, we are still talking. Nigeria is not even moving towards the digital state. We are still in our analog, archaic life. And if you tell them now, they'll tell you, oh, you don't have PVC. I go sit down, you don't have PVC. Because this is how they think. You understand?
No.
Is anyone want to ask a question?
Yeah. I don't know if I can interject.
No, you can. Go on, sir.
Okay, yeah. So,
Mr. NCBD.
Yes, I can hear you, Kachi.
Okay, you were going to say something.
Yeah, very briefly. Like I just want to say, I think sometimes let us not forget that, or let's not pretend that we have the same, democracy, or should I say, federal system of government as the U.S. and all these other places. Like if we are going by, we might say that Obi will not have all these powers to do what and what, but the Nigerian space is peculiar to the way they run. Like, look at Buhari. Are you going to tell me that anything he wants is not being done across the country? So, if in his own, and let also not forget about the some of the executive powers that he has, that he can make some changes, although not significantly the way we want. But with the way it works in Nigeria, the president right now has authority over. He can take advantage of that system and
But
make
that would be a violation,
some
sir.
changes that will really.
That would be a
Yeah,
certain
but that's how
sir.
it obtains in the Nigerian.
Sir, you cannot just be signing
So I don't know if
orders like borders, like you putting borders. And listen, sir, that is why you have the three tiers, the three organs, and these people, because you have an executive power, when you excess it too much, then the National Assembly, they also have to impeach you, because you cannot just be using your overriding thing. You see, the reason why you're having all this thing is because we don't have people who has a clue of how to run the government. You cannot.
Israel,
Yes, sir.
Can I answer him, because I understand where he's going?
Okay, go on.
Okay, my brother, like the example you gave, that Buhari is having whatever he wants in the National Assembly. Now, APC have majority both in the House and the Senate. That is number one advantage you need to know. If they have to lobby any member to have to third in whatever they want to do, it will be very easy. That is one. Number two, let me tell you, that is why we are crying that the Constitution is not helping us, because the president gets whatever he needs with lobby, not a good lobby, a lobby of pardon. Have you not heard of pardon before in the National Assembly, where they will bring what's it called, a budget? They will add some billions of naira just to give to the National Assembly so that they sign the what's it called, the budget. Have you not heard of pardon before in the National Assembly? What do you think is that? That's not corruption. That is what we don't want. The president gets what he wants, whatever he wanted, because the country is corrupt. Obi cannot also go there and join this process of corruption. That is what we are talking
brother,
about.
You are right.
Okay,
But
Mr.
America,
Joseph.
United
Mr.
States,
Joseph
just a
and
minute,
Mr.
just a minute. Sorry,
Mr. Joseph and Mr. Ansibidi,
wait
please.
now, just get my point.
No, please. We're going to be having a debate by 6 p.m. today. And we're going to debate. We're going to go head to head, ask all the questions we want to ask, and say everything we want to say. But this morning is just basically for the news headline and the topic we brought to you guys today for us to discuss. 6 p.m. Nigerian time today is a debate. We can be there for many hours. Debates, ask all the questions we want to ask, say everything we want to say, and get down with it, please. Thank you very much, because we still have people here that have not said anything since the show started. Thank you very much. Thank you for your understanding. Mr. Machiavelli, are you done, or you still have something to say?
Sorry, like I was saying, please let us not have this debate. We've always had it, and we've told everyone here this is just the reality. My support for Obi is not just because it's Obi, but it's because we want to gain back our right. These are the two very, very important issues that is surrounding us: the National Assembly and the Constitution. Because if these two things are working, trust me, these people cannot override you. They know. So I think that's why I'm going to draw my two curtains today. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless you guys.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Machiavelli. We have Brother Nice here. Brother Nice, aka No Food for Lazy Man. Brother Nice, are you ready for us now?
Yeah, thank you for Takeshi. I think I will just prefer to listen to what they are saying. I don't want to contribute today. Thanks.
All right, that's fine. So I'm just going to take you out then. Thank you very much, Brother Nice, for that. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and make your contributions.
Thank you, Miss Kachi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, before I made my contribution, there's something I want to say here because I called my younger brother today. So we are talking. I asked him if in my village, in my community around, if there are this thing, registration office for voter registration. He said they only go to, because I'm from Imo State, the only place they are going to register is only in Owerri. And from my community, my local, you can't just travel from that place. It's going to be very difficult. The roads are not good. The cost of transportation, is it a way they are using to frustrate people to register? Because all these things, I think, if there are people who are close to the government and the people that are concerned, should make these things known to them, because many people in the villages, in the communities, are not registering. It's only those in the city, and it's going to be a very big problem too, as we are all advising our families and telling them to go and register. And if there is no place for them to register, it's going to be a very big problem. That's something I want to at least report here. Another thing I want to say, okay, concerning Ekwuremadu's daughter. Well, I'm sorry for her illness. Very, very sorry for that. Because whatever I can't, because of what the politicians are doing in Nigeria, I become wicked to my fellow human being. But at the end of the day, everything revolves around these politicians, because if they have set up a good hospital in Nigeria, all this wouldn't have happened. And again, like the other person said, the case is still in the court. Nobody can tell what really transpired between Ekwuremadu and the young man or the girl that they took to UK. Maybe they had a very good agreement, but because the doctors, the kidney or the liver couldn't match. So the guy looked at it, knowing how Nigeria is, the difficult, the challenges, and the hardship. He decided not to go back. So at this moment, I don't think I will say much about it, because it's still in the court. So that one is I don't want to talk much about it. And concerning the fashion, we all know Nigeria. So it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. And I am very, very sure if Obi succeed today to become a Nigerian president, you will even see that many of these people, because these politicians, they have no job, like the other person said, they have no job, they have no profession. They have failures in their business. They have nothing doing.
Is that not something to be worried about? Because how can a politician rely solely on being in power without having any source of income?
That is what we have been seeing in Nigeria. Okay, here in Australia, you find out many of these guys in the parliament, many of them are lecturers, doctors. Even if as they are members of this parliament, they still practice their profession. But you find out these politicians in Nigeria, tell me any of them that have been successful in any business or in any profession. No. They become rich when they get into that position. That's why we do everything to make sure every year they go back, because it has become their job. We are lazy men. They are lazying around because nothing is in their upstairs. Nothing. They cannot do anything. They see it as the only job they have. And it's a problem. It's a big problem. I don't know how we can manage to push these people out of that position, because if we continue to allow, if they continue to be there, they will continue to enslave us with their all the nonsense and their all the laws that they are making that will make them to keep on staying in that place. You know, how can a president bring a budget, a bill, and you people will just pass it because of the money? Maybe at the back he has settled all of you. And honestly, it's something to be worried. It's something that every Nigerian should be serious about it, to know what we will do about it. Because I know many of them. I was talking to one of them one day. The person was from my local government. I was asking him, look at you. You have been in the House of Rep for many years. I know you very well. Very, very well. You have no business, nothing. No business. You just become rich because they were just abusing me. I said, but that's true. I was talking to this friend that know me. He told him, hey, call your friend. I said, no. The bread call. I said, but that's what I'm saying is the truth. Does he have any business? What business is he doing before he became a politician? No profession, as far as I'm concerned. And that's how all of them are. So if we can do something about it, I think we will succeed in pushing these people away. Because if we continue to allow them, all of us, we continue to be complaining every day, every day. Look at these guys, Ahmed Lawal, and so many of them. How can somebody be contesting? In a civilized world, can that happen? You are going for presidency, you buy a form for Senate and say you give to somebody. Somebody went and contest for that seat and they win primaries. At the end of the day, you came back because you lost. You came back and where does that one happen? Sometimes I look at these things, I ask myself so many questions. And INEC was the one that they are part of the that primary election process. They saw those that contested for it, and so now somebody came and said that the party brought another name and said this is the people that they want, and you are part of the process that made this person a candidate, and you accept it. Where does that happen? It's only in Nigeria. No other place that this nonsense can happen. No other place. So I don't know how we can handle all these things. As for
okay,
hello?
Continue. Continue. When you finish, I want to say something about this APC election. When you finish.
As for P2B, let us not be afraid of hey, the senators. We all know how Nigerian work. If P2B succeed, all these people they come to Labour Party because they want to remain relevant. I can only be afraid when we have those that are doing something, even if they lose. They won't be afraid. But these guys, if Labour Party win election today, you will see all of them. They will come to Labour Party because they still want to be relevant. They still want to continue to be getting what they are getting.
Bros, it's not true. If Labour Party win today, it will have to pay senators and House of Rep to decamp to Labour Party because why? He need them more than they need him. That is what you don't know. When you see people decamping in the state from House of Assembly to a ruling party where the governor is, it is a big amount they are giving them to decamp to that party because why? The governor need them more than they need the governor because of budget passing. That is the truth.
You see,
No,
my brother.
That's speculation.
Can I say something? You see, president.
Please go ahead. This is the time. Please go ahead.
President is not governorship. You see, a president of Nigeria is more powerful, very powerful, because he is in charge of. He has a lot of power. You see, the president of Nigeria. You see, these guys. He can call them to order. Why? Because he can ask the director of DSS, EFCC to get all of them know their fault, and he can use it against them because all these guys they have something skeleton at the cupboard, and that is why they are afraid of the president. Because I am the president of Nigeria. I am the one who appoints the director of DSS, the EFCC chairman, and all these secret and investigative agencies, I can use them against all of them, because as a president, if I present your skeleton you are hiding on the cupboard before you, you will always do my bid. This is what they are using against all of them. It's true. The most of these guys they pay them, but I am telling you, this is what most of these presidents are using against all of them. That if you fail to do their bid, they will bring it before you, and you will not want to be exposed.
My brother, you are right. You are very right. You are right because my brother, you are right because the Nigerian president is the most powerful president of the world. The power invested on him is too much. So on that, I will say you are right.
Mr. Ejiro, let me put this one. Let me just put this one. You see, I think what my brother is saying is, you're saying he's right. The power invested in is because the Constitution is there. There's what you call, you have limitations. You live in Ireland, Mr. Ejiro, most of you. Have you ever seen the Prime Minister overshadowing, or your Prime Minister will go and tell the police to go and do? That is an abuse of power.
But my brother, if you listen to me, over time, I've always said that Constitution is a problem. The Constitution has enabled the president of Nigeria to that power. So that Constitution is a fraud. That is why we need to address it.
Listen, I understand but the Constitution did not. What part of the Constitution gave the full right to the executive to overpower, to use their power to overrule? Do you know that is a violation? Where is it? Can you point one place in that Constitution that you said is wrong?
My brother, we are talking of Nigeria.
Give it so that I will tell you.
We are talking of Nigeria.
Okay, you know what? My sister just said in the evening we're having a debate. So you come back. I will bring my facts. You will bring your facts. Then we compare.
No. I'm not saying if you bring it. That is, I'm even happy so that you bring it, because this is
we don't have the time because we are encroaching into this man's time now. So you come in the evening. I will tackle you on that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You see, my brother. These things, it doesn't happen to anywhere in the world, but it only happens in Nigeria. You see, here in Australia, the Prime Minister of Australia doesn't have such power. He doesn't have such power. But in Nigeria, the President of Nigeria have that power. You see, I lived in South Africa for about 11 years. I used to see how in the parliament, Julius Malema will come out and accuse the president, Jacob Zuma, when he was there. Even this present government, Ramaphosa, they will accuse him of so many things. And nothing will happen. But you dare not try it in Nigeria. If you accuse a president, it will be very hot for you. Because Nigeria doesn't have rule of law. There's no rule of law in Nigeria. The president is the highest authority. The president is even powerful than the king in Nigeria. A king is nothing. The word of a president is final in Nigeria. Because both the DSS, the EFCC, and the other authorities, they are under him. He controls them. He uses them at his own will. So if P2B, I believe, if P2B becomes these guys, they are jobless and they want to remain relevant. You will see them. He will not even tell them. They will go to him immediately. I know Nigeria.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Thank you for that. Mr. Collins, you were going to quickly say something before we round up the show.
Yeah. I'm not going to take your time. What I want to say is about these people deflecting from one party to another. Before I say that, let me come to this Mr. P2B. When people keep talking about if he win the election, it's going to take in time for. People forget that when P2B becomes the governor of Anambra, he was the only person that won under Hapuga. Others are PDP. And he ruled Anambra without them. So all these people keep making excuses. I don't like excuses because once he won the president, he don't need anybody. Just make the norm. When P2B said something yesterday when I was watching that video. If P2B is not corrupt, my brother, I promise you, everybody will sit up. But once the header is corrupt, everybody will be corrupt. And once Peter Obi become the president, because he ruled Anambra under 8 years, under Apoga, then when Anambra was PDP then all the whole House of Assemblymen were PDP. And they are also passing the law that Peter Obi want them to pass there. So nobody is also, even when they try to impeach him, they end up not even impeaching him because they can't, because he was doing the right thing that people want him to do. Now, when Peter Obi assumed this seat as the president of Nigeria, there's a lot of things for him to do, because one, he's going to maybe get his own team, because one, you have to, the most important thing I want Peter Obi to get right is the team. When you get your team ready, your ministers, everything, you get them ready, they know their work. If you are Minister of Education, you know what you are assigned to be the Minister of, not somebody that is doctor, you are assigned to go and be the Minister of Aviation. So if you put somebody that is under health, that person will know that this is health, this is where I focus. So when those people that keep doing the right job that the Mr. President want them to do, then when it comes to DSS, when it comes to EFCC, you get the right person establishing those two departments. Then imagine when you have those two departments, they are functioning very well. If somebody, if we want you to pass law in the Senate and you are not passing that and you know that you are corrupt, definitely you are going to do the right thing. You are going to stand up doing the right thing. So for me, and when it comes to people deflecting from one party or another, me and you know that when it comes to party in Nigeria, it's all about, it's like football. When it comes to transfer, you just put a request, you transfer to another place, so to one club to another. So all of them are the same thing. Or if you watch most of APC members, they are all PDP members, right, from 1999.
Okay.
Then if you watch all these APC members, all of them are PDP members. So it's not a different thing. Like in Nigeria, I think how I wish somebody will win election in PDP before you know that person will move to APC. Such a thing don't happen anywhere. You won election in another party before you know you switch to another place. So all those things that happen in Nigeria is that country is a joke. Do everything you can wake up and do whatever you want because the law don't function. And so that is my little contribution. You understand?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Collins, for that. We're going to be rounding the show shortly, but before then, we have two people who just came backstage. I can see Mr. Akim and Mr. Jimo. You guys came pretty late, but I'm just going to give you guys 1 minute, just 1 minute, please, to just round up. Just 1 minute, please, Mr. Akim.
Hi, good morning, my sister. Sorry for joining you guys late. I'll be watching. I just came in and to kind of make a little bit of contribution. I just want to say greetings to everyone on the panel. And my brother, I was listening to you guys saying something earlier, and we need to understand first of all how the Constitution works. The Constitution, 1999, clearly states the different powers belongs to different houses and different branches of government. The legislature have equal power as the executive. So the idea that a president would more so senators or House of Rep member just for him to get what he wants, I think there's no evidence that backs such ideas or such thoughts. If you look, Bukola Saraki, when he was the Senate president, and his emergence led to some kind of issues within the APC at the time. That led to a situation whereby there were a lot of investigation against him at the ICPC and other different charges against him at the time. So what happens at the time? It became an issue for the president. Then the president could not get anything done. So if you are fighting the House of Assembly, if you are fighting the Senate, it's almost like you're fighting yourself, because everything that you need done have to go through them. Don't forget, the executive have no power to spend a single naira of Nigerian money without the approval from the National Assembly. So any sitting president that pick a fight against the House of Assembly is almost derailing his own government from day one. So this idea that a Peter Obi government will hamstring the House of Assembly is just a fallacy. It's never going to happen. And the best way is when things like this happen, or the best way is for you to have some numbers of House of Assembly members decamping into the Labour Party. Having said that, I want to quickly respond to my brother earlier on that was saying they didn't have a poll registration unit in his village, and that is from Imo State. And I think I said this yesterday on this same show. Who do you want to go and do the registration in your village when people are being killed? When they try to do registration in Imo, were you not aware of INEC officials that were attacked last time and one of them were killed? So who are you now expecting to go and put their life in danger and then go to villages whereby they have no security and then they could be attacked at any time? My brother, when we want to make accusation or allegation, we should always do it in 90 minutes, not in 45 minutes. There are two halves to this story. So what is going on in the East, I've never heard anybody come out to condemn it. The killings that have happened to INEC officials, the attack on INEC materials and INEC infrastructures, nobody has ever come out to criticize, to condemn those attacks. But all I keep hearing is, oh, INEC is not in my village. Who is that person that is going to go to put their life in danger to go and volunteer to work in villages where you know that your life is going to be in danger? So, my brother, when we want to put a blame on certain issues, we must balance our argument at all times. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Is there also what can you say the same thing for the people in Lagos and Abuja that is complaining?
Let's move straight to.
No, I'm just trying to make it like, since we are trying to be logical about everything, then we should go all the way. So will you say the same thing? Will you give the same excuse to INEC
Mr. Nsibidi, please, like I told you earlier, Mr. Nsibidi, please.
Yeah, I can. If you want, I'll answer the question because
No, please. Like I said, we have a debate by 6 p.m. today. We're going to trash every issue that we need to trash. Please, we're going to go ahead to it. We have a debate by 6 p.m. today. Mr. Nsibidi, please. Thank you. We still have somebody here who's here to say anything. Mr. Jimo, good morning, afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and make your contributions. 1 minute, please.
Yes, good morning, Kachi. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are hearing me.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Let me just add a little to what my brother Hakim has just said. I think he took words out of my mouth. So for that, it's not going to take too long. The legislature among the three is the most powerful, not the executive, not the judiciary, because they make the laws. They can wake up tomorrow and say, we don't want election to hold on the 12th of February. They can wake up tomorrow to say, we want INEC to be registering only 1 week. They can make a lot, they can use their laws to guide any of the two. That's the reason why they're most powerful. So for anybody to think that if you become the president, you can just go there and do whatever you want, it's not true. Without the legislation, without the cooperation of the legislation, there's nothing you can do. In fact, you will be a lame duck president. Then, in the issue of INEC and the electoral registration process, I have said it before. You see, when it comes to the proper election, there are a lot of things that people still need to do. We have not even started talking about the issue of IPOP or the issue of the unknown gunmen. No, they have not just started that one at all. And all these things should be resolved within 8 months for us to have a proper election, even in that area where somebody was saying that there is no electoral officers to register them. There are a lot of problems still, and those things need to be addressed before the end of registration, before we even talk about election in that area. Because if you look at the different fora now, the people are saying there will not be election. Those are not government, the rest. Everybody can see that on TV, but we are ignoring it. We are ignoring it. We can see what they are doing on a daily basis. The sit-at-home problem. So I think that is an issue that they also need to resolve before the election proper. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jimo. Like I said, guys, we're going to have a debate today, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Please come with your facts, gather all your facts, and come. Let's debate. Let's go head to head with one another. Thank you very much. But before I round up, like I told you guys earlier, I have my here. Ima will be the one taking over from me pretty soon on this news review every morning. We do it every Monday to Saturday, Nigerian time, 10 a.m. Right? So, guys, please afford her the same love and affection that you have shown to me. Ima, please go ahead and let's round up the show.
It's been an interesting one today. Thank you to everyone that participated. I look forward to talking about the Constitution because that seems to be where our problem lies of the truth. It was nice meeting each and everyone on the platform today. I'll see you tomorrow again and every other day. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
All right, thank you so much, Ima. But before we go, I just want to take time out to acknowledge everybody on the panel section. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. Nice, Ima, Collins, Mr. Ejiro, Mr. Nsibidi, Mr. Joseph Sunday, Mr. Charles. Thank you for always being here with me, Mr. Akim, Mr. Jimo, and Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you guys for always being here with me. I love and appreciate you guys. Let me just take time out to say thank you to everybody in the comment section. I can see Destiny. Thank you for being with me. Oh, she said she's going to miss 6 p.m. No problems. You can join us again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Thank you so much. But endeavor, try and join us for our debate 6 p.m. today. Father Evangelist, man of God, thank you for joining me today. Mommy of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for being with me here today. I can see 2NG, thank you for joining me. Mr. Insibidi is also on the comment section. Mr. Insibidi, thank you so much. I can see Amos, Amy Blogs. Thank you, Joyce A. Thank you, Oge Olia. Thank you so much. I can see Miss Jim, thank you so much for being here with me today. I love and appreciate you guys. Jennifer, thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much. I can see Messi Ezel Kafo. Thank you. I can see Don Gaddafi. Thank you for being here with me today. I love and appreciate you guys. Sorry, I can see Ebele. Thank you so much. I can see Adewale Ogundei. Thank you so much for being here with me. I can see Oge Ohila. Thank you so much. Fisayo Makinwa. Thank you so much for being here with me. For everybody I have not been able to call their names, I'm so sorry, but all of you in the comment section, I see you guys. I can see Osaye wearing Monday or Morodion. I hope I got that correctly. Thank you so much. Daniel, thank you so much for being here with me today. Israel Asemota, thank you for being here with me today. I can see Osai Bovo, thank you. I really need to learn how to start pronouncing Edo names, guys. You people should help me also. I can be pronouncing Edo names pretty well. Thank you so much. I can see Edo Lights Watch, thank you. I can see Aiwa, oh no, let me just skip that one. Ferdinand, thank you so much for being with me today. I really appreciate you guys. To everybody viewing me right now from wherever you are, in your office, at home, at the shop, whatever it is you are, trust me, I love you guys. I appreciate you. You know, words alone cannot qualify how grateful I am to you guys. Thank you for being with Ninja World. Like I said, please do not hesitate to like this video, share this video, subscribe if you're yet to do so. Tell your friend to tell another friend to come because 6 p.m. today is going to be a blast. We're going to be having our debate 6 p.m. Nigerian time today. You don't want to miss it. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. God bless you and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye-bye.